Okie dokie, back for round two. Another unboxing this time. It's the Subterfuge Rucksack XL, 50 litres. Bought this for a couple of reasons. The main reason is just to keep everything in one bag. I did have a look at another one which wasn't big enough, so I am impressed with the Subterfuge range so far. I do have a couple of things already of it which I'll run through at some point when I'm fishing. The main thing is I've got somewhere to put my clothes, and apparently this comes with a table somehow. It folds into a table, I don't know how. As usual when you order things from Angling Direct, it actually came with loads of sellotape on, as if the box had been opened. The fact that the box is, well, the bag's inside the box tells me it has been opened. So I just hope everything is actually here. It doesn't look like it is. So it's a massive rucksack basically. There's the spare table. So yes, so far everything seems really good. Loads of pockets, loads of space. But as usual, looks like there's things missing. So you do get holes normally which attach in here and go under, which doesn't seem to be any in there. Oh, what's that the case? So maybe you don't get the poles, maybe you just get the sides stuck up like that, maybe it's just me. Unfortunately, things don't come with instructions like they used to anymore either. So yeah, if anything is missing, if anyone's got one of these and think, oh, mine come with that, it's got that missing, drop me a comment so I know. Because I have got another review I'm waiting to do. And that came and it was already open as well this morning, so I'm not best pleased with them. The stitching looks like it's loose. But yeah, the quality of the Subterfuge stuff at the minute seems to be really good. Now, fairly new to Nash even. Most of my stuff's always either been Tracker or Fox. And I've had the odd bit that's Avid. And I've always been impressed with them. But this new range that Nash have brought out definitely seems to be really high quality. Everything on it seems to be really good. So the whole range is really good, and it's really tempting. Oh, the table's magnetic as well. So there must be something in there that's magnetic that sticks this to the table. So I'm assuming the top layers for a tackle box and your magnetic table will sit on top of your, which I'm assuming is the box logic stuff. It did show how to make it into a table, which I'm unsure about. So again, I'll have a little bit of a play around to see how it is made into a table. I think it's something along the lines of, when all this is away, something along the lines of that, because that's also, you can see the 4 magnetic parts in there. So I'm assuming that somehow clips back, and that doubles up as your table again. It's magnetic, so yeah, there's some way of making it into a table. Unfortunately, there's not many reviews out there, so you do have to sort of rely on the videos that Nash create. And like everyone, they're not brilliant videos at all. They don't explain where everything goes and what you do to make everything. You're sort of just left to your own devices. I think that's probably going to be one of the best setups for the table. Once again, my little tackle box in this top end, just to spring that pouch up a bit more. I do have the box logic stuff. which I'm assuming that's going to fit a nice box in there, probably the medium one. Gives me a nice tabletop to sort of pop my rigs on. Massive pockets in the side. This is the 50 litre one. They do open up quite big, so you can get quite a lot of stuff in there. Maybe a couple of water bottles. I'm just showing the trusty water bottle. That's just the standard one, which is absolutely ginormous. I don't think I've got a 2 litre bottle anywhere else, but you can definitely get a couple of 2 litre bottles of something in there. Don't think the front comes off. I think that's more for, to be fair, for lying it down. And I think this bag is definitely more for to be used. Going off the other one, there is another one which is I think a 35 litre, and there's also a Subterfuge 50 litre something which I did have a look at, which I couldn't grasp. But that's more of a square box. I'm assuming those clip in like yay. So the other one, as I was saying, it's more of a square box that folds out, and it folds out upon itself. And again, I think that's more designed to be sort of stored under a bed with all your box stuff in it. So again, nice little pocket on the inside. Solid side once they go up. I thought there's poles missing, but it's not. Just these little velcros that were attached to a solid panel. So I'm happy that there's nothing missing out of that. And that looks like potentially where the table clips, they just clip on. So that turns it into a table. So ideal for just sliding under your bed chair, pulling everything out if you need anything. What I'm predominantly going to put in here is clothes and a heater, stuff like that. The other sides, probably just pop some weighing scales and stuff like that in there. Some gas canisters in the end. And it is absolutely loaded with pockets, this thing. And like I say, that is massive. You could probably get a couple of 2 litre bottles of pop in there. So yeah, so far so good. Quite impressed. I'm going to see if I can get all the stuff in it. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I'm going to do a lot more reviews. Number one on places we actually go fishing to, and number two on tackle. I have recently upgraded some of my tackle, and I'll be upgrading the rest of it very shortly, the stuff I haven't. And then there's also Jason's tackle. I think he's going to start going his own way with his tackle. For me, the Subterfuge range at the minute from Nash seems to be the one. It's solid, everything's robust, good quality material. The next review that we've got, you'll have to apologise about my house, but we've just got the new, oh, excuse the camera, Tracker Tempest 200, which we've just ordered. So I'm going to be doing an unboxing and a review on this next. We have ordered the skull cap for it, as well as the inner capsule. So like I say, subscribe. When we get some nice weather, we'll shoot back outside and do some reviews on that Tracker Tempest. I currently do have a Nash Titan T1 Pro, which I've been dead impressed with for years, but like I said recently, the wife's going to start coming, so we've got to buy a bigger bivvy rather than going for the 2-man, or the 2-man Pro I think it's called. We've gone for the Tracker Tempest. We've got quite a good deal on that, so I'll maybe do a shout out for the company who've done a deal on that. Just get back to the rucksack. There's loads of grab handles and everything. Just fits over like a normal backpack. Very padded though, so if you're walking long distances, I can imagine it's quite good. Loads of pockets, like I said, all the way around. Decent, robust, stays up square, which is great. So field test, we'll get everything in it, see how it goes. So that again is the new Subterfuge Rucksack XL 50 litre from Nash. I think they retail about 129 or 119 or something like that from Angling Direct. Again, try and go to your local suppliers if you've got a tackle shop close by, see if they can get it for you. You might find it might be able to give you some discount. But for now, absolutely well impressed with that. I'll get it loaded up. Oh yeah, I just wanted to show you these actually before I shoot off. I'm just going to pop these lights on. So I did buy myself some bank sticks. Again, I was going to do these. These are the new Tracker bank sticks. Absolutely fantastic. As much as it's a bank stick, both ends are spiked on them. I'll just put this other one down for the time being. So both ends are spiked, and they actually slide into each other. And it's just a twist to lock it in place. But this, one of the reasons I bought these, this bag actually comes with bank stick pouches built into it, which I've always struggled with. And the new Subterfuge case which I've bought, currently you can't get anything in there apart from 3 rods. Hence the reason I've bought these. The place I'm going fishing next week, which is Pennyfrith, I'm sure I've told you about it enough times. We tend to have a different setup there. We tend to fish slightly different to one side. But it's always hard with the rod pod. So again, bank sticks, they're not a necessity. But I'm going to take them just so we can have the option of fishing a few places without having to get the rod pod overloaded and having lines going out to either side. With these, you can adjust them to where they want. Again, when you've got obviously me and Jason have got Delkims. I've got the V2s with the V2 quick release on the top as well. So again, if you haven't got them, they're dead good. You just literally push your alarm on, that's it, job done. So yeah, they all fit nicely onto there. So well impressed with them. And again, that's one of the reasons I bought this bag, just to have somewhere to put those bank sticks. It just gives me an extra option rather than having just a rod pod to rely on. I can actually get into bushes. These actually go to 1 metre for the pair of them, and it's quite a lengthy thing. So just off the ground, you're about thigh height. So yeah, it gives us that option just to fish without having to struggle on a rod pod. So again, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We are going to do the unboxing of the RS200 and also the inner capsule, how easy it is to fit, how easy it is to erect. I think there's only one genuine review currently on YouTube about that bivvy. So hopefully there will be the second one on YouTube. We'll do a full erection and then a close down as well from it. Putting the inner capsule in, putting the skull cap on and seeing how it all falls down and see if it goes back into the bag. And it'll be an honest review. It's cost me a lot of money to buy and I want it to be right, which is the main thing. So if I can help someone along the way, bonus. For now, like I say, please subscribe and we'll catch up with you very shortly.